Hello and welcome back to The Culture Shift with Rosalind Jovan, our podcast aimed at inspiring the leaders of tomorrow, brought to you by Black Enterprise. Here we like to review the success stories of today's tastemakers to encourage those who dare to dream big. Today, we're shifting the culture with the cast and writer of Power Book 3, Raising Kanan. Together, the on-screen stars and show writer Sasha Penn will share the themes of family, business, and growth represented throughout season 4, as well as what happens when a truth emerges that can no longer be denied and proves that you are who you are and you can't escape your inherent nature. So join me in welcoming the starring cast of Raising Kanan, Petina Miller, MeKai Curtis, London Brown, Malcolm Mays, Haley Kilgore, Joey Badass, Tony Danza, and the mastermind, Sasha Penn. MeKai, we are seeing a more confident Kanan in season 4. He's kind of trying to break away from his mom's shadow, but they work together, they're business partners. Where do you think this confidence has come from that we've seen over the course of the last 4 seasons?
I think it's interesting. You're seeing it come from a lot of different places. I think the umbrella of it is he's now getting like whatever supplemental encouragement that his mother wasn't necessarily giving him in this space as she was trying to keep him away from it. Mm-hmm. But when that's your entire example of what and how you're supposed to move in life, and the one person that you want to give you that sort of cosign isn't, when you start finding that in the Snaps and the Pops and the Ronnies, and that'll start to shape and give you that confidence that you knew was there or that you had, but when somebody actually starts to pour back into that or instill that sort of thing, for whatever reason they have for doing that to you, is, you feel good. You're going to start to carry and move a different way. And for Kanan, when he's been looking for that sort of thing, that's why you now see him stepping with more bravado and understanding what's going on and somebody giving him a sense of purpose in a way. You know what I mean?
Yes. Sasha, the mastermind, what went into writing season 4 and what are some themes that we'll see this season?
I think what went into season 4 is kind of what we aim to do every season, which is sort of raise the stakes, but keeping it grounded and really do like a very, very deep exploration into these characters and these relationships. Because, I think what people sort of tune into is, yeah, sure, there's action, there's some violence, but I think what people gravitate toward the most are the relationships between the characters. Because if we do our jobs well, then they see parts of those relationships that mirror relationships in their own lives, right? So that's what we always start off thinking about whenever we sit in the writer's room at the start of a season. Thematically across season 4, I think, it's always family, but it's also, and this goes back to your earlier questions, Ross, it's also identity. I think it's also Kanan slowly but surely, and much more so, I think, in this season, defining himself for himself. Defining himself outside the context of his mother. And even in the trailer that I'm assuming you've seen, you have that moment where Snaps, who's Wendell Pierce's character, is like, how do you want people to see you, Kane? And he's like, I want them to see me as me, not as my mother, which has very much been Kanan's journey up until this point. And I think in season 4, we see much more of that. And I also think that he's not alone in that journey. I think Marvin, Lulu, Jukebox, I think they've always been planets that orbit the sun that is rock. And I think in this season especially, all of them are like, wait a minute, that sun's not so warm. We need to find another sun, and maybe we are that sun. So I think that's very much the journey of season 4. All these characters trying to, in some way, escape the gravitational pull that is rock.
Motherfucker is a poet. My goodness. Look
Thank you so much. I can't wait for everyone to dig into season 4. Since season 1, we have seen Rocky navigate her empire while also being a mother, a sister, and a business partner to so many different people. So there's a lot of moving parts. How will we see her continue to navigate that journey in season 4?
Well, that journey is never ending. It's only ending if she doesn't succeed. There are new people, there are new business partnerships, hopefully, for her on the horizon. At the end of last season, some really crazy things happened. Season 4, her and Kanan started, they're business partners now. So having to navigate the relationship of having all new business partners, you know what I mean? And continuing to further make the relationship with Stefano one that will hopefully be fruitful. And so Rock is a businesswoman. And so she is, no matter what happens, she's going to always try to continue to make money and do whatever she can to continue to be on top. And so you get to see her new business partners, new foes, and still navigating the relationship with her new business partner and son.
Right, right. How do you think Rocky's love and dedication to her family has helped or hindered her business moves?
I think her love for her family. So the thing about it is that, like, they're all kind of in the same, family business is sometimes good and sometimes it's not good. And, that's the whole thing, right? Trying to balance family with the business. And sometimes that kind of gets messy. And so for Rock, it's been a little messy, with Lou wanting to be in the business, but then not wanting to be in the business and kind of going in and out. Marvin creating problems for her, trying to continue to navigate her business in the way. And she's had to go and do some really tough things because of things that family have done, like Marvin with the Italians, Marvin, Kanan with, Buck 20, and Rock has had to clean up a lot. Yeah. And so I don't think people realize that. Yeah. She literally has had to play cleanup for her family. She loves them dearly, but her business is really important to her too.
Yes.
I'll say that.
And just for my last question, I wanted to know, are there any inspirations you draw from when you're channeling your inner Rocky?
You know what? I will always say what makes Rock, what makes it okay. Can't even say what I want to say right now. So there's some parts of me that I've created for the character that have to be true, right? In order for you to believe a character. And so, that our type of thing that she carries, that ferocity. I know so many fabulous women in my life, women that I've met on my journey who are just bad, and bad in the best way. And so I've always admired really boss women, powerful women. And so to be able to, I think of myself as a boss as well in my own life, to be able to bring that energy into a character who can walk into any room with their shoulders back and be confident and speak up for herself and not be intimidated by all the men around her. I think that's like that's a really amazing character to get to play. And so I've been really blessed in my life to have a lot of those influences. So I've taken from people, I've taken from family, but it's in me. And so because it's in me, I'm able to be a vessel and to channel it into Raquel.
I will start with you, Malcolm. Are we seeing a healthier Lou mentally and physically in season 4? Where's he at?
Yes, actually, I think, right, Haley? I can't remember. Yeah, okay, yeah, I think so. I'm
okay.
Pretty sure, yeah.
Good. Because, yeah, he had us concerned. Haley, what is Jukebox mindset in season 4? We've been seeing her just really question her loyalty to a lot of her family members after like repeated letdowns and revelations. So where is she at in season 4?
Yeah, I mean, I think the incredible thing about Jukebox's relationship to everyone in the Thomas family is, to a certain extent, she knows she can rely on all of them, and they all know that they can rely on her. If the world was ending, they could call her and she would be there. And we're starting to see her question a lot and challenge a lot of things. And that's all I'll say for now.
Malcolm, can you talk a bit about where Lou will be in the family business in season 4? What his role, how crucial it'll be?
Oh yeah, we can. You already seen the shit, right?
I've seen parts of it. I don't,
All right.
but I'm trying to keep it where, like, what can you tease?
Okay. Because I'm trying to frame it I don't know what to. Okay. He's not. I don't know. He's not in it. Like he's not
Not
really
as much.
Yeah. Well, look, he's available to his family, but I just don't think he a part of the. He not selling dope and shooting no more really like
Right.
that.
Okay.
At least wait. Actually, don't quote me on that. He might. I don't know how much y'all have seen, so I don't
Right.
know.
Okay. But no, see, that's why you got to give it. You gave us a tease.
Okay,
Let us know that we got to stay tuned till the end of the season.
Right, because he might go back. We don't know.
Exactly. Okay. All right. We're gonna leave it at that.
Yeah.
Haley. So we know who Jukebox grows to be as an adult. Are we starting to see in season 4 the hardening of her warm heart as she starts to get older?
I think we've been seeing that this whole time. I think that the beautiful thing about Sasha Penn's writing and the way that he has crafted this story and how it's told is all those mini heartbreaks add up to something.
Yep.
Yeah. And I think we're going to start to see the crack. And it starts like this small, and then slowly you chip away until there's a definite break. And I think that's what the fans have been looking for, and it's coming.
So Unique is back.
She's back.
Disfigured and out for vengeance. What will viewers get out of Unique's return in season 4?
I think they will get a whole new side of Unique, a version of him that is completely unhinged and off the rails, right? He suffered a pretty traumatic brain injury, and it's got his mind in shambles. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think he really, because what our process is kind of like an early version of CTE, if you will, but this is the 90s, so it's like people wasn't even diagnosing that yet. But yeah, like he's just not in his right mind, and he's in crash out mode. Like, and I think we've definitely seen moments of Unique, getting aggressive, but was very calculated. I think this season is going to be way more impulsive decisions and flying off with a handle and just going based off of feelings and not facts.
I mean, so like you said before, he was more calculated. There was a level of finesse and swag there, but still some sensibility. And then with his brother, he came in, he was such an amazing villain in season 3. It's like you really hated him. So with him, we know that's his brother. So it's like there's a part of him that can go there. And from the sounds of it, it sounds like that's what we're going to get.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. I think we definitely off to a villainous start.
Right. Were there any parts to Unique's story that you're excited for viewers to see for this season?
Yeah, I would say I'm just excited for them to see, me portraying this character in a more unhinged type of way.
Yeah.
Like I think people are used to him being like, just kind of fly and well thought out. Every fabric is boom, bang, bang, well put together. And this one is just kind of like, you don't know what he's going to do. It's very unpredictable.
What was the makeup process like?
Oh, was about like, I want to say 20, 30 minutes process. You know what I mean? It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad.
Okay, I'm thinking like the way they got you looking, I'm like, damn, he probably was in that chair for like an hour.
Oh, no, actually, yeah. I'm forgetting because I'm thinking of as the season progresses and like, when the injuries got lessened.
Right.
But yeah, in the beginning, no, that was definitely process. It was definitely like a 45-minute to an hour type of process. Yeah, sometimes I'll just be sleeping in that chair because they'd be, it'd be early in the morning and they'd be going to work. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm excited for everyone to dig into this season. And congratulations on everything you got going on.
Thank you.
London, we've been watching your journey as Marvin since season 1. I do feel like you provide a sense of comedic relief, but I think that comes natural because you are a comedian also. But can you tell us about Marvin's personal growth that we'll see in season 4 as a father, as a brother, and a businessman?
I think well, first, thanks for having us. I think that with what we'll get from Marvin is the fact that for London, it was important that Marvin continued to go someplace. And that's why from out the gate, it was important for me to really try to create some layers so that we can appreciate his evolution. Because sometimes I think sometimes as actors, if we're not careful, we'll play a bad guy on one note, and that becomes really boring. But if we're able to show that he's human, when he makes these evolutions, we're able to kind of still root for him. And so, yes, sir.
Hey, man, not to interrupt you, but when he does it, too? Anytime he's with Jukebox, anytime he's with Haley, he does the stuff that, when he messes up, and that's when he really shines as, that thing that he's talking about. Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's absolutely right. And Tony, it's been so good to see you playing Stefano. I say Stefano. I say Stefano, but
you say Stefano, potato, what is that?
How does has it been fun for you playing this role, and how does it measure up to just your library of roles over the course of your career?
Well, it's interesting because this feels like a gift almost because it came late, and I almost didn't do it, and then I did it, and but you're surrounded with guys like London and of course Patina and MeKai, who's grown so much, and the writing is terrific, the production is terrific. I mean, I've done a lot of this stuff. This one's pretty good.
Right. He said it. You heard it. Tony said it. And just before both of you go, can you just touch a little bit on the themes that we're going to see from both of your characters this season?
Oh, it's we do these Zoom readings, right? Because we're still doing it. And people, when we're reading, we can't believe what's happening. Oh, come on. It's going to be one of those seasons. That's how it's going to be.
I love it.
It's, and I have a lot of fun this season. I really do.
Yeah, lots of twists and turns and unexpected plot twists throughout. Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys so much. We're looking forward to it. Season 4, Raising Kanan.
Bye-bye.
Bye.